this is Maria from It's a Writer's World and welcome to Marketing Mate. Okay, so this is our third episode about this writing content. I didn't know, I think it's just a second, sorry. So this is just a second episode of writing effective content using clickbait strategies, or how you could write effective content. So the first time that we have talked about this is that I have told you to implement the elements in the clickbait article into your marketing campaign. Why? This is because as much as possible you would want to raise your prospective clients' emotions whenever they get to stumble upon your article. For example, you choose to promote that article on social media or on press release distribution channels or content distribution channels like Outbrain or Taboola or any other platform that you have think about. So by having a clickbait style of a headline, but not on the negative side of clickbait, the clickbait that's promoting you to set the reader's expectations on what they could read on your blog or news or watch on your video, that could easily help you get their attention, especially if you're throwing it out there in a big marketplace like Facebook or Reddit or wherever. So that is your first step. So now that you have your audience attracted to you, you should have a lead paragraph supporting that. You know, you don't leave them into space. You want them to continue reading on your blog, or continue reading your articles, continue watching your video, or whatever material that you wanted to promote for them. So how do you write a lead paragraph? So for those who are not familiar, a lead paragraph is the first sentence or the first paragraph that you're going to read in an article. So that is immediately your chance to get these people interested further in what you're going to say, because you have already attracted them. As I said earlier, you have already attracted them from your title. So now that they're in your website, okay, let's see what he or she is trying to talk about. So they're going to read your first paragraph, and if that first paragraph falls short of their interest, or maybe this is not for me, this is not what I'm looking for, I thought it is, and yada yada. And since we all know that people have very short attention span, we have to maintain their interest within your blog. So how do you write a first paragraph then? How do you write a lead paragraph? What I would suggest is that you have to have the summary of what you're going to talk about in that lead paragraph. You know, I guess it's time to use my whiteboard. I've been hesitating to use my whiteboard because I have a lot of stuff written there. So just for the sake of this, let's use my whiteboard, and I'll show you a tip. So whenever I try to write content, this is the diagram that I follow. I follow an inverted diagram of things. So this is how I write it. So first, so the gist of the story. So I present here the problem plus the ending, or what we have achieved. And then I'm going to tell how it happened. And then here I'm going to elaborate on the solutions that I have provided. So the very first one is that, yeah, you have to tell about the story or what you have achieved on your very first few sentences. So for example, you are going to write about something on how to bake a cake. Let's go back to our first example. So how to bake a cake. So with the first paragraph, you have to write something in the line of, I was with the family this Thanksgiving, and I was thinking that, we need a cake that could quickly satisfy our dessert palate, because I wasn't able to whip up a good dessert during the time given because yada yada, all of this cooking, la la la. So but with this new recipe that I have found online, or that I have discovered, I was able to make a juicy, no, not juicy, a moist, decadent chocolate cake in under 2 minutes. And it was, and then on the second layer of things, that's where I told them that, yeah, so here's how it happened. So I was browsing up online and I was looking for a recipe when I stumbled upon a blogger called Yada Yada Yada, and she was experiencing the same thing, and she thought that she could use a quick microwave mug recipe for a cake, which she has tried, yada yada yada, example. And then for the last paragraph, this is where you're going to insert, yeah, so here's the recipe for that cake, and then you're going to break down the recipe, and you may even show some pictures, etc. So if you will notice in this diagram, why is it that I placed the third part where I have elaborated the solutions that I provided for the problem that I have, a very, short, it's just it's very limited space. Sorry, I just gave it a very limited space for everything. Why is that? Why is this bigger than this, when this is the most important thing? Because you are showing, you are elaborating the solution, you're elaborating something, and that is the most crucial part. That is where the hidden gem is supposed to be, as much as possible, when you're doing content marketing, you don't want to give away the juicy stuff. You just want to attract them and be curious about, and be attracted to your story, be attracted to, oh hey, I've had the same problem as you are, and I found a solution for it, and here's what I did. But it's going to be a cliffhanger. Why? Because you want people to seek for your advice. That's where the market or the sales aspect of this comes in. So if you have to give away everything on the elaborate part of your content, you're just giving away stuff for free, and that is not what we're trying to get in. Unless this article is for your ebook or paid PDF file, PDF guide, then yeah, sure, make it the right the right form of triangle. But for this one, you have to do the inverted type. So I guess I gave out more than how to write a lead paragraph in this tutorial, and I do hope that you stay tuned in on my next video, because that's where I'm going to quickly give you an overview on how you could measure the success of your content marketing strategy. Again, I'm Maria from It's a Writer's World, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I do hope that you could share this to your friends and your neighbors and whoever you think would be interested in reading my materials or viewing my materials.